this is Bethany, and today I am going to be showing you all a crap ton of crap that I regret buying. And I don't know whether I'll call the video crap I regret buying, but God, I really regret buying some of this crap. A disclaimer before we start this video, I will actually tell you if things were probably stuff I regret buying simply because my stuff going on, like maybe didn't go with my skin type, hair type, or whatnot. I'm not gonna outright bash products. I look at them objectively, and sometimes some things just suck and we should talk about it. So let's get going. I have got an overabundance of hair products to show you because I've tried out a lot of them. So the first thing I'm going to get to is the one of them I regret most. You guys know that I love the Organix Macadamia Shampoo and Conditioner, so I figured why not try their Sea Mineral Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner. And especially since it claimed the ability to add moisture to your hair, I was like, I'm all for it. My hair gets dry. So I tried this out and I kept trying it, and the more I tried it, the more it literally just sucked the moisture out of my hair. It did the exact opposite of what it's advertised to do. Luckily, I was only out about $5 per each one. So I really regret buying this. I don't know if anyone else had this experience with it, but I like stuff that adds a lot of moisture to my hair, and this just didn't. Also, not only that, it didn't smell like sea mineral moisture-y. It smelled like the kind of soap you find in cheap hotels that's shaped like seashells. Like when you go to a little old lady's house and she used to buy a lot of knickknacks and she bought a lot of seashell shaped soap. That's what this smells like, and I can't pronounce that. Anyways, don't like it. Another hair item by Organix, again, that I regret is the brand new Quench conditioner. This poses as a ultimately, quenching for your thirsty hair type of conditioner. They even marketed it in a way that makes it seem like it's got some magical crap going on. It's got coconut H2O plus electrolytes. And then it's got this like total BS formula over here, like square root of quenching parentheses coconut H2O supercharged over electrolytes plus weightless coconut oil equals bullshit silky perfection. I actually hated this. This was just as bad as the other stuff, but it cost as much as both of them. This was at least $10. I thought I was trying something cool. It smelled kind of coconutty and I kind of liked it. It had like a zesty lime water scent to it. And the bottle looked like a faceted jewel in my shower. But this was just downright disappointing, and I can't stand to put it on my hair anymore. I think my hair has actually suffered from trying these two products, so I don't recommend it. Yeah. One of these I have actually mentioned in a favorites video before, and I actually held on to it just to talk about how much I don't like it. But both of these things would be face wipes. I usually buy baby wipes to wipe off my face so that I don't break out or whatever. I buy like sensitive skin ones. Well, I decided to give these L'Oreal RevitaLift wipes a try one time, and my initial thought was, wow, these are oily feeling. They're leaving my face kind of moisturized feeling, and it burns. I don't know. The result of every time of using these was that I got little tiny like whitehead type breakouts all over my face. So I don't know. I feel like this really irritated my skin, and it was just excessively oily for me. Maybe this is more formulated for like elderly or aging skin. It just didn't work very well. So it may not be a bad product, but it did make me break out. Another skincare thing I've tried is this H2O Overnight Eye Complex, basically eye cream. I used it way down to the last drop. It was kind of a gel consistency when I got it, and I used it way down to the last drop because I was trying to be, saving on the monies and not snatching up eye creams all over the place, which are generally your most expensive skincare item. And this was on sale on HauteLook for around $20, and I was like, why not? It's a, middle to high-end eye cream. I'll give it a try, and it's not badly priced. So I bought it, and my general overall feel is it just feels like that aloe vera gel, and I could have just applied aloe vera gel for all the moisturization I got out of it. Like, I could tell, like, it's better than nothing, but it's certainly more expensive than nothing. So I don't know. I just feel like there's better ways I could have spent $20. I could have got like rock eye cream from the drugstore, and that stuff is pretty high quality, or I could have got a Neutrogena eye cream and been way better off. So not horrible. I mean, it was better than nothing, but there was no point. These two smaller things I got were kind of skin finish type things. I got the L'Oreal RevitaLift Miracle Blur in the small size. I did not get the oil-free one, so my issue was that it just made me a hot, oily mess, like slidey all over the face. Like my face would be smooth initially and look pretty nice, but in almost no time, oily mess. So I regret buying this because it was not right for my skin, so maybe the oil-free one would be. And then I also got this Revlon Age-Defying Wrinkle Remedy Line Filler. I don't know why I bought a line filler. Sometimes I just get these little kicks in me that are like, oh yeah, I got lines to take care of, but at this point I really don't, and this is probably formulated for someone maybe with drier skin, but I actually can't even imagine a dry skin person trying to use this because it's like a paste consistency and it's very difficult to get it to absorb. You just have to work with it for a while, and you have to wait quite a long while before you could put concealer over it just while you're waiting for it to absorb. So I don't think it's a horrible thing. Like, I do think that it works, but it probably wasn't right for me. I don't know. If you've used it and liked it, let me know. It does somewhat work to fill lines, but that's only a temporary thing, so yeah. And then I also have, I broke it, this Urban Decay 24/7 waterproof liquid eyeliner. I know that some people like these, and these can be pretty popular because it's Urban Decay. I actually bent this out of frustration, but this little brush is actually pretty pokey to work with. I'm just not personally impressed with this. I mean, these are like, what, 20-something dollars, and I just get a way better performance out of my Physicians Formula Liquid Serum eyelash pen than I do this without the pokey brush. Like, for some reason mine is pokey. I don't know if everyone else's is, but I had a pokey old time with this and I didn't enjoy it. Another one is this Black Heart Beauty Liquid Liner. I love the packaging. This is actually from like Hot Topic, I believe. It's got blue glitter, but the glitter is just, it's like glitter you would find in a child's makeup kit. It doesn't go on with great consistency. And if you work with it, it can kind of show up, but I've tried to wear it a few times and it just performed more like Halloween glitter than makeup. And I think I was just confused because the packaging had me think, performance. But the reality was I bought this at Hot Topic and it acted like Halloween makeup, so whatever. Next are some complexion and other makeup type items. Some have also been mentioned in other videos. First off, this CoverGirl and Olay concealer that is in this lipstick form. This is supposed to be like an under eye thing, and the concealer they had originally before they created this was in a pot, and it was perfect. And it was creamy, and everything in the world was right and good until they got rid of it. You could put your finger into it or your brush and it would just melt, and then you could dab it under your eyes and it worked like a high-end, wonderful, beautiful concealer. And then they got rid of it for no good damn reason and replaced it with this like cold, chubby lipstick thing. I don't like it. And another thing I don't like is it doesn't have the moisturizer formula swirled into it like the original version did that was in a pot. And it's almost, sometimes I encounter makeup and I'm like, wow, that's really fake human colored. Because the concealer, I don't know if you can see it, it's just, you put it under your eyes or on your skin and it just looks very starkly not skin colored, on me at least. I think maybe someone with a little bit more color in their complexion, it would do okay, but I don't know. I just regret buying this because it wasn't the thing it used to be, and I just have a bad relationship with them now, so let's move on. Another thing I purchased was actually from Sally's Beauty Supply. It's by Femme Couture, one of their lines there, and it is this pale, like whipped souffle texture of concealer. It is so pale, which was a great relief to me because it was actually pale enough to go on my skin, but it just has a really but it just has a not good, really oily consistency once applied on the face. It wasn't good on blemishes, it wasn't good on anything, and it didn't really stay put right. It just didn't look good. It was something that would highlight flaws immediately. So finally, something pale enough, look at that, but just the consistency and everything wasn't working right, so I couldn't do it. Another product, this was mainly just a color issue. It was Revlon ColorStay. It's this Revlon ColorStay in the shade 02 Light Pale, and it is more just really orange gray. It's got a really gray orange undertone, and it didn't look right. There's many tan people I know who could use this as a highlighter, but it's not pale like some of us are. I just don't know why people are considering shades pale that aren't pale. So it's not bad. It didn't have bad staying power. It's just not a great color for if you call someone pale. This next one I might get a bit of flack for. I don't know. I've gone back and tried this twice. And the first time I owned this was years ago, and I was like, whoa, this actually looks kind of pale for drugstore. They don't usually do that. They don't usually accommodate pale people. But I bought it, and this one may even be lighter than that one I bought back then, but I bought it and I noticed that like I was concealing acne around my chin, and I felt like this is not oil-free. It can't be. I felt like this was literally feeding the acne. You know the Family Guy episode where Chris gets a pimple and it talks and it tells Chris to feed him Crisco on his face? That is what I feel like this was doing. And I had the suspicion, but then I set it down for a few weeks and the formula separated, and I went back in my drawer and looked at it, and there was just this thick yellow layer of grease in it, like just oil throughout. So needless to say, I can't wear things that aren't oil-free. Some people can, but this is the same thing it was. I tried it again, and I haven't seen the oil separate enough, but that's maybe because I moved it around, and maybe they've improved it, I don't know, but I tried it again and it broke me out again. So another complexion product I have is the Flower Stick Foundation. That's stuff by Drew Barrymore you find in Walmart. I got the shade SF1. It looks like this. It's almost straight up yeller. It ain't right for me. When I put it on my face, it was just more of a fleshy colored paste, and it just didn't look good overall finish wise. I think maybe it might have been more ideal for someone who isn't oily like me, maybe someone who's more dry skinned. Maybe it would work for them. Those are my thoughts on it. It's just yellowy human colored, so I don't know. I didn't really enjoy it, and it was like $10, so I regret dropping my money on it. One last thing I actually got for $1 at the Dollar Tree is this organic wear, and I thought, oh, that's cool. I could just pop it in my purse and put powder on my face wherever I go, and it's translucent, and it's a matte finishing veil, so that sounds perfect for me. First off, I don't think it does anything. I've tried many times to put it on, and I've just been really unimpressed. It's almost like I didn't do anything at all, maybe even moved my foundation a little bit. But the worst part about it is it just smells like depression, like dusty, old, danky depression. So I don't really like it, and even though I only dropped $1 in it, I regret buying it. And then the last few products I have that I regret is one last one I was going to do a review on. I really had high hopes for it, is this Rimmel, God, my hands are so dirty, Rimmel Lasting Finish 24-Hour with Comfort Serum Foundation. I found out way too late that this is just the wrong thing for me. This is overall for a dry skinned person. This made me look beyond dewy. It made me just look tired and haggard, and I don't like it, and it's much too dark for me. Even though I'm using a bronzing serum from my BoxyCharm box, it's still much too dark for me, and it's even in the shade Light Ivory. So I think this would be better for a dry skin person, and I regret wasting $7 or $8 on it. So I don't think it's a horrible foundation, just horrible for me. And one last regret that I have is basically any frosted finish lipstick I've ever purchased. Frosted finish lipsticks make you look old, and this is just one I grabbed out of a couple that I have, and this is by NYX in the shade Castle. I literally bought this because it's purple, but it's got a pearly frost finish. It's not too frosty like some things I've seen, but it's still kind of frosty pearl, and that stuff ages you, it ages your lips, it drags you down, makes you tired generally, but it is good for like highlighting the middle of a lip. So yeah, I regret the frost finishes I've encountered in my life that shouldn't have been frosted on me, so yeah. Props to naming this castle though. That's like 60% of the reason I bought this lipstick. So I guess that's all of my beauty products I regret buying within the last good Lord knows how long, at least a year, maybe more. I hoarded them for quite a while. Some of them, there's even like dust on a few. So yeah, hopefully I had some tips in there that helped you guys out, and hopefully I wasn't just senselessly ranting about things that I had some sort of vendetta against, because I would never do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, be sure to give me a thumbs up and let me know what kind of products that you think suck, or if you encountered some of these that you thought sucked as well, because I'm sure I'm not alone in a few of these. I got duped. I got duped in many ways. So yeah, y'all have a good day, and I will talk to you later.